Hey there everyone, if you didn't know me, I absolutely adore Fiona. This is a monster which came out in an anniversary, I think about a couple of years ago now, and I wasn't a massive fan of it when I first saw it. It was next to an egg with both Cynthia and Padronorca in there, which are just like absolute top monsters, that Fiona to me kind of looked slightly underwhelming, and then I realised later just how powerful the Sinji is. Slight side note, the second pack I managed to get a mythic. I was so happy. And ironically, it's not Fiona, it was Plumezillask. So we'll talk about that in a second, but I want to talk about Fiona for a little bit, and otherwise generally, this is obviously a hatching video. I'm not going to have my face in it for all of it. I'm just going to start by rambling a bit about these two monsters, and then I'll just leave you as you listen to some music while I watch this. So yeah, this was me trying to hatch Fiona. Putting 2,000 gems into Fiona, which, if you didn't know, 2,000 gems is about the average of what you'd expect to awaken a mythic with. So let's see if I manage to awaken her with that. Yeah, I've saved up for a long time for Fiona. She is my most wanted mythic, and going back to talk about the skills, so she is very high speed, incredibly high defense, and gets buff defense if you use her with beasts, so she's stupidly tanky. She's also stun immune, which, you know, just generally makes a monster better for PvP most of the time. And on her first turn, she can stealth your whole team, as well as then doing something else, which can either be hitting all the enemies and slowing them by 50%, which is like a permanent slow effect, by the way. That's not like the next move they use is 50% more. It's permanently everything is 50% more. So it really powers down those enemies that are out at the time. Or she can half the seconds of a teammate that is in stealth. So because she can stealth the whole team on the first turn, she can do it to any teammate, including herself, but you know, that's less of a big deal unless you want to like follow up with then the hit all move, but you know, you don't always want to do that. Usually you're building around her to put stealth on a teammate, and you can do that on anything. However, after that you can then do it on camouflage monsters. So here we are, I think it's 8th pack, and I managed to get Fiona. Very happy about it. So we got the first copy in the first 8 packs, and also another mythic, so that's pretty nice. If you hadn't seen already, also, I can't remember if we've hatched it yet, but Karakenshi is also new for me. So that's a monster I've been wanting for a long time for my Link Water setup. It's one of the strongest Link Water monsters that exists. So yeah, we're going to get those legendaries lots while I hatch for Fiona. We'll see how much bonus we get on those. So yeah, back to Fiona. So she can support camouflage monsters beautifully, because there it doesn't matter that you have to keep stealthing them, they're just permanently stealthed. So she can keep halving their seconds cost for their moves. One of the big ones for this is Takosenshi, because that has the double Bloodthirst, which is a 160-second move. But if you halve that, well, it's not exactly half if you've got it +9 and stuff, but it's very, very fast, as you can imagine. So it goes down to something like 70 seconds that you can just then, you know, repeatedly use. And the move to speed up the teammate is about 70 seconds as well. So you can like keep spamming it on things and make them just go stupidly fast. So yeah, it supports a bunch of different camouflage monsters. There's also a monster coming out relatively soon called Shikabloom, which is a beast type, so it gives her the stats buff. It also gets boosted if you've got a fellow beast. So if you know, are using other beasts around, then it's going to have its own boosted stats, and then going to be camouflage, and it can use union attack, which one-shots things. So they are a beautiful combo. There's also Ankara, which is a beast that is water and all about stealth. So you can even do that in like a Link Water stealth team, or just generally doing stealth stuff. And the two of them, Ankara can actually stealth anything on your team, any particular monster on your team. So it means you can, like, you know, stealth whatever you like, and then use Fiona to speed up that particular monster. Yeah, really cool synergy that you can do there. We just got our second copy of Fiona. It's looking really good. Got 2 copies so far. Just need 2 more now. So that is kind of some of that synergy there with the stealth and the beast stuff. Obviously there are other beasts in the game that she works well with. She works well after a one-on-one, because that instant stealth all on your team is actually instant purifying mist, so it wakes up your team. And because she's such high speed and also even tanky and stun immune, she can very easily come in after a one-on-one to then wake up your team, set them up, and, you know, even be doing like the stealth accelerate stuff on your team. So yeah, works really nicely in one-on-one. Also, her main damage move there is Double Drain Survivor. So if you're doing the one-on-one, you're not necessarily using her in it, but using her just behind. Well, as soon as one of your monsters dies, she enters, she works up your team, and chances are some of the enemies will be asleep, so it'll be easier to pass the 300 seconds for her to then be attacking as well. So yeah, a lot of cool synergy there. There's other stuff too, which I mean, I could go on for ages about all the different synergy and like strategies you can build around with Fiona. But she's very strong and very versatile, and so the more I've looked at her, the more I've wanted her, and I've got to play with her a bunch in like Mythic Colosseum, or where like my friends have shared her, and so I've used her a lot now, and I really like her. So yeah, let's see if I manage to hatch her in this. Other than rambling about Fiona as I just did, I also want to ramble about Plumzilisk. It's a really awesome mythic. I think a lot stronger than I first gave it credit for, but partly because its baby summon move has been buffed. So all baby summon moves, they used to bring in the baby with pathetic stats. So the baby would just like die off to 1 or 2 hits, like we're talking non-critical hits, they just very easily die. So the baby summon move that it had, I can't remember if it's faster than 200 seconds in the final form. In the final form it summons 2 babies, second form it summons 1, but I do know in the second form it's a 200 second move. So originally 200 seconds for this baby that just died really easily wasn't worth it. But with the new setup of them coming with high stats, it is really worth it. It actually tank pretty nicely, and then they can shield themselves or shield other water monsters, so that they're a big obstacle to come up against. And so having kind of 2 protectors in one is pretty strong, as well as the fact that Plumzilisk is that auto taunt as opposed to auto protect, so you can use it with protectors. It doesn't allow true hit to be used against it, so it's a really decent protector, and it's got the the whole stun absorber plus protect, meaning that if they stun it out of play, well, they've still kind of got to kill it because it's going to block some attacks. So really awesome protector that is certainly a lot stronger than I imagined when I first started using it in my Linkwater setup, which was, after this video. I obviously went to go use these monsters, and I used Karokenshi, I used Plumzilisk, and I knew that Karokenshi was going to be awesome, and he's been incredibly strong, but Plumzilisk was a big surprise that I thought it would be quite good, but it turns out it's quite a lot better than I imagined. So that's enough rambling from me. I'll leave you to watch the end of this video, well, the rest of this video, sorry, and yeah, let's see if I can hatch Fiona. Also, count how many 6-star tickets I get. I don't know how many I get, but it's a lot. I hatch a lot of legendaries along the way. So yeah, see you later. As we come into the last minute of this video, you can probably see I did not get Fiona. I got those 2 copies really early on, as well as Bloomsilisk, and then I didn't get anything more. I was so disappointed after spending so long saving up these gems and really wanting her, deciding she's my most wanted mythic, to then use loads of gems, get pretty good luck early on, and then nothing more. This year has not gone well for me with mythics. I've done, after near the beginning of January, where things were kind of fine and average. Since then, I've opened I think 85 packs and got 3 mythics, and I've shifted my focus over to mythics now from legendaries. So not getting the mythics there is pretty unlucky, pretty hard hitting. But anyway, that's it with this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you have some more luck getting the monsters you want, and I'll see you in a video soon.